Morning all, day 28 today, so running to Plymouth, which I believe is around 30, maybe 31 miles, but it's a lot cooler this morning. Not much of a breeze, but because the temperature's dropped, it's a lot cooler. Again, apologies for the way the camera is through this video. It's just if you've heard me say the other one, my the extension tripod rod that it sits on is broken, so I'll be getting a new one later on tomorrow. But yeah, let's see what today brings. That campsite I've just left, lovely owners, but also lovely people staying on there. Speaking to a lot of them last night, and then this morning, people coming over, scanning the QR code, wishing me all the best, and just had a lovely send-off by two of the kids from one of the families that gave me a little fist pump each, so that was lovely. But yeah, nice way to start the morning. So let's see what today brings. So glad it's this cool weather now. Hopefully it'll be like this moving forward, make such a difference, not only to your body, but to your mind as well. But saying that, I feel like I've got no control over my running legs at the moment, let alone anything else. I think they're just moving, but it's like they're not connected to my brain. I don't know whether it's a good thing or bad thing. But I had one lovely conversation, won't mention her name, but a lady in the campsite that just said to me that she's suffering with PTSD, and that, it's through a really traumatic experience, and she still gets a lot of triggers now, but she's got kids, she's got a family, and we had the conversation about, right at this moment and at time, it seems okay, but then sometimes it comes back, sometimes it dips out. And it's that ages ago conversation I had someone about, if you're coping all right now, did you just leave it alone? But as if we were talking about, and we had a conversation, the danger there is you leave it alone, you don't address it, and it comes back 10 times worse in a couple of years' time or a couple of months or whatever it is. But it's hard when you go through something traumatic and you know how horrible it is and you can't cope. When you haven't got that stuff, it's hard to revisit it. You don't want to stir stuff back up. But that's what makes it so difficult. You've got to go through that hard stuff to then protect your future you. Yeah, it's interesting. I love these conversations because it gets me thinking as well. But it shows you how different and how much it affects different people in different stages of their life and journey. So just got not stopped, but met by a lovely gentleman who's a skipper on a boat, and he was in his van just asking what I was doing. And we just had a lovely quick 10-minute conversation because he not only donated £10, which is fantastic, he was saying that his friend's boy passed away and he'd done a challenge the Monday after of going in the sea every day and doing the swim. And he was saying about the ups and downs, the challenges, and also talking about the emotions that he went through. And the bit at the end, the last swim, the emotions really hit him. And he said he was planning to carry on after he hit his target. I think he raised about £7,000 and something pounds. But when he hit his target and finished, his body didn't have it in him. And I said, that's because you didn't have that. You was doing it for a purpose and that drive and that adrenaline kept you going. So yeah, it's lovely to speak to him. Really nice guy. I love conversations like that. But if you're watching, you smashed it. You're a better person than me. I couldn't be in the sea. As I said to you, I can do enough to save my life and save someone else's, but that's about it. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Great bloke. What lovely villages these are I'm going through. In that last mile, I think every 100 yards, I was stopping and chatting to people asking what I was doing. So yeah, I think that cool air and that breeze has brought everyone out now. But yeah, so friendly and welcoming. Just love little communities like this. It's great. Interesting bit of advice for anyone that doesn't run or does run and doesn't know. But you hear me talk about how hard it is to run uphill or get up hills. But it's actually more concerning and worrying sometimes going down big hills, especially running down hills, because that's the times where most of the injuries happen to your calves and to all your tendons, let alone carrying a weight, because you can get carried away of getting to a nice downhill and running fast, and before you know, you either stumble or, because you're running down, you're like naturally leaning back, and it just puts that added pressure on all your tendons and muscles. So yeah, more of that story. I'm only about running up hills. It can be more dangerous going down hills. Who said running's fun? But you're out in the fresh air and you're getting a bit of fitness. That can't be too bad. So just having a bit of a rest. I've just hit 13 miles and I've just looked at the map and I'm got about another 2 miles before I hit a place called, I think, South Barnet. It's on the A38, so that's like be the 15 mile mark, and then I'm going to take a bit of a rest there, and then I think from there I've got about another 14, maybe 13 miles, so yeah, just keeping in the shade today. It's definitely cooler than yesterday, but it's been a little bit treacherous on the roads, but hopefully it'll start going into more country lanes, and I don't know what the A38's like, but I'm hoping to just have a bit of a break on here and get a drink. Met some really nice people, loads of dog walkers today. Yeah, my body's, it's not the heat today, it's just my body's hurting today. I think I've just got to get used to it now. It's coming towards the end. I've got to stop myself taking my pack off all the time, because it feels nice when it's off, but then it's hard getting it back on again. And it's not going to do my shoulders any good taking it on and off. Let's push forward. I'm sure I spend my life going under subways. They're definitely not built for flags. Oh, at least I can cross this through here rather than going across a massive roundabout. Does your back in though? What's going on here? Just found this little pub and got myself orange juice and lemonade. It's hard today. It's cooler. It's definitely cooler, but there's no breeze now, and it's just that clammy sort of heat, sticky heat, and shoulders and legs. Shoulders feel like they don't want to carry the bag, and the legs, I don't know how they keep moving, but yeah, they're pretty much dead now. So I'm gonna have this, look at the map, and then push forwards. The nice thing is, when I get to Plymouth today, the friend that I've been chatting to from the start of this, who lives in Lesgard or Les, I can't remember how you pronounce it, but I was staying there, me and Dylan were staying there tomorrow night, and it's only, I think it's like 40 minutes from Plymouth, so I'm actually, rather than trying to find somewhere to stay, going to get to Plymouth and then jump on the train, and it's the next stop, I think. Get there, have somewhere to stay tonight, and then come back, and then start from Plymouth again, going to Bodmin, and then stay there that night as well. So at least I've got the next 2 nights sorted. Right, yeah, gonna have this drink, have a bit of a rest, have a comfort break, and then head on. So I've just found this bit of shade, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's, I'm alright. No, I'm not alright at all. It's I'm moving forward. It's just my body, my legs, my eyes are heavy, just tired, and nothing's really hurting. I'm just drained and knackered. I'm about, I think, what am I? About 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles from Plymouth. So once I get there, then I get on I'll try and find where the train station is, and then get trained to Lisgard. And then I've got probably about 3-4 mile route from the train station to a friend's place. She offered to pick me up from the station, but I just felt I don't know, 4 miles just didn't seem that far. And it's a bit better the fact that even though I finished the leg when I get to Plymouth, getting on train then 4 miles, at least I finish a day on walking. I was going to say running, I won't be running, moving quickly, let's just say. So yeah, but it's been a hard day today. It started off breezy. It's not hotter than the other day, it's only not that far short of it, but it just seems to be more, I don't know, humid. So yeah, it's just making everything a bit more harder. Gonna have some more drink, get dehydrated. I can't even speak, so you get hydrated and then push forward and get this last little bit out of the way. I've just got off the train from Plymouth to Lisgard, and it was quite lucky really. So as soon as I found my way into the train station, literally the train was about 2 minutes, so I quickly rushed onto that, and I was planning to walk a little bit around Plymouth, but to be honest with you, I was done. I just wanted to get straight to the train and get to my rest point. Yeah, I think it was around, I didn't quite check, but on the map it said 30 miles today. So I'll check when I get to my location. But I had some lovely people speak to me as I was going to the station, and at the station, it was weird on the train. It was too tempting just to sit on it, especially the train that I got was going to Penzance, and I was thinking, that's near enough to the finish line. But yeah, that would have been harsh if I'd just stayed on the train. One, I would have got there way too early, and two, I think I wouldn't have been able to live with myself if I just said I'd done that. I'm following the map now, because I've got the postcode for where I'm going to, and it says it's 4.3 miles away. So let's get moving. I don't know whether you can see. Let me just put this away. I've had to just give, I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but my legs were not working properly, and I don't know if you can see that I've got a knee support and a calf support on, but it just feels, I don't know, it just feels more secure. And yeah, they were starting to twinge a little bit and get a bit weaker, and the last thing I wanted was an injury or something to go. But as I say, even if it's placebo effect, it feels a bit better. So we'll see how we go. I was just looking at the map then, and it didn't even dawn on me that I'm now in Cornwall. So when I was in Plymouth, obviously I was in Devon, and I've had that little journey, and now I'm in Cornwall. So yeah, that's weird to think that 28 days ago or whatever it was, I started in Scotland, and now I'm actually in the same place where I'm going to be finishing. So yeah, weird. Keep pushing forward. As I say, I haven't got a clue what my legs are doing, but they still seem to be moving. Just wanted to prove to you that my legs still are working, even though it's downhill. But it is so hot today. I thought it was going to get cooler with that breeze. I just feel so tired. I don't just mean in the body, just my eyes and my head feels tired. But at least I've only got just under 4 miles before I can rest. Just to say that, I moved into a nice bit of shade. I'll tell you, putting PTSD aside, your body and your mind amazes me. How sometimes it works in harmony and sometimes it works separately. And like at the moment, I have no clue how my legs are still moving. But my physio said that it's a theory behind, so like protecting mode, where your mind or your brain can disconnect from the discomfort and everything, and because you know you've got to keep on moving forward, it just keeps on pushing forward, which I suppose it's nice to know. Pick up the pace a bit. I'm going to start calling these the 3 mile wheels. It's always at the last 3 miles. Look, right, so this is the level I'm at. That's how I have to show you that hill, by lifting this up in the air just to get the top part. It's always at 3 miles. I think there's a gang of them that they just know exactly when I've got 3 miles left. They're like, let's introduce him to this again. Maybe next time I should just do a tour of the hills. Feels like I've done a tour of the pubs, tour of the campsites, just do a tour of the hills. If I didn't have PTSD before this, these hills are enough to give anyone PTSD. And I'm allowed to make fun of PTSD, so I've got it. This is why it's always good to recheck the map, because this little Y junction, that's the way it's telling me to go. And I was looking at that, and then I looked at this, don't know how big it is, but it's definitely a downhill. And I thought I like the look of that better than that. So I rechecked the map, and that way takes me to where I want to go, but it loops around this way, cut straight. Hopefully it's down, but yeah, I definitely like the look of that better. So, and it's full of shade, so this has got to be more promising. And I said back there, that hill was chucked to me at 3 miles. I got that wrong. It was 3.8 miles. So, yeah, I've just come to the top of it, but so 3.8 miles to do. At least this is carry on going downhill, which we like. Come on, feet, don't let me down. It's always nice to stop and look at a little bit of nature. Nice lot of bumblebees around here earlier. I've decided I'm going to follow this shadow, because shadow seems to know where he's going, and if he gets me lost, I've got someone to blame. But he's been keeping me company. Say hello, Shadow. So he's a friendly old chap. So finally got to Susie's place and had a lovely greeting and welcome. And this is just bliss. So they've got all these cottages that they rent out, and they've put me in the granary cottage, and this is no tent. So Dylan, when you're watching this, this is what we've got tomorrow night as well after this. So we've got all of here, and then the kitchen. There's Susie. Say hello. And then to pour me a lovely drink. And they've got, I know it's the small things in life, but look, tea bags, sugar, and I'm not boiling this little stove. I've got a kettle. But yeah, full kitchen. And then what's even more bliss, come up the stairs, which is from my legs at the moment. And this is what I've got to sleep in tonight. I mean, there's no words. It's just, I feel like crying looking at a bed. Got a bath, a shower, and I'm going to tell you the most amazing thing in a minute. But Dylan, you're watching this. Sorry, mate, you're relegated, but I'm sure you love it. You is in the bunk beds. But in a minute, I'm going to just nip over and show you what they got ready for me. But what a welcome. What a way to finish a hard, hard day. As soon as I walked in, they had a bag full of ice, which I had on my neck and on my back, and it was bliss. But just have a look at this, what they've got for me. Well, I'm not saying I've got it made, but really, what a way to finish a day. This place is amazing. They've made me so welcome at the start, and then when they come out and show me what they've got set up, and it's not just a little paddling pool, it's humongous. The only trouble is, this feels like the end of the challenge now, because I Can you get any better than this? Way to finish that. Oh, what a absolute way to relax. As soon as I got in here, I just felt all my muscles relax straight away. It was mental. And the crazy thing is, this is not a heated pool. And it feels like it is heated. That's how hot it is at the moment. But yeah, I'm definitely... They said, did I want to stay tomorrow? Poor Dylan. Sorry, mate, you're going to have to drive a bit further because we're coming back here tomorrow night. So I'm going to be running from here tomorrow down to, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's basically 26 miles away. And then that's about a 35-40 minute drive. So then when I get to there, rather than looking for a campsite, I'm going to come back here, stay in that cottage again. And then, so that'd be Friday. Yeah, it's Thursday today, yeah. So that'd be Friday night, stay again. And then drive back down, start from where I finished. And then it'll just be Saturday night camping. And then Sunday, we've already got the campsite sorted out for the last day. It's Land's End. But yeah, sorry you couldn't be here with me, you know. But I think I've deserved a little treat after them miles. And especially the last tough days. And I've definitely not lose sight of it. I know the next couple of days are going to be even tougher because I know how close I am to the end. But do you know what? If there's no better way to sign off a video, then what am I doing? But yeah, I'm going to sign this off. Thank you for following my journey. It's amazing how many people have come up to me today and said that they've been following my journey on social media and they're complete strangers. So that blows my mind a bit. But yeah, it's because of people like you that believe in what I'm doing, following what I'm doing, sending me lovely messages, giving me encouragement, helping me to put one step in front of the other. And hopefully I'm doing it justice and being a voice for all of you that maybe haven't got a voice or that are supporting someone that you're struggling to support. Hopefully I'm giving you some helpful tips or guidance around that, because you have seen the raw day by day what it's like in my world and how raw it's been. Not even close family or friends or my wife or kid has seen me, I suppose, behave, act or be as open as I have on doing this challenge. So yeah, I can only make it as real as it is for me. But thank you anyway, and I'm gonna carry on relaxing. I'm gonna have my drink. And a caveat, I did have a shower before I get in there because I didn't want to destroy their pool, because no one wants the grime that fell off me in the shower. So yeah, hygiene always comes first. So yeah, look forward to see what tomorrow brings again. And it's crazy to think that I'm actually now in Cornwall for the first time. First time in this whole journey, I'm in Cornwall. Started in Scotland and now in a pool in Cornwall. How crazy is that? But look after yourself, stay safe. Remember, it's okay not to be okay. And every step forward is a step forward to recovery. Cheers.